emanate from the public figure. His adherence to the protocol should have been acknowledged and factored into any subsequent decision regarding his status. Instead, the OSP declared his generated unnecessary controversy and distraction at a time when the nation cannot afford such division. The misapplication of power in this instance serves a stark reminder of the danger adherence with exclusive agencies acts without sufficient oversight and accountability. Mr. Speaker, the implication of this incident extend beyond the individual involved. They strike at the very heart of our nation's commitment to justice, accountability, and the rule of law. When institutions like the OSP deviate from their mandate and operate in a matter that appears arbitrarily, they jeopardize our collective effort to build a society based on fairness and respect for the rights of all citizens. It is imperative that we, as members of our parliament, hold these agencies to the highest standard and ensure that every action taken in the name of justice is both transparent and justified. Mr. Speaker, in the case of the Republic versus Director of Prisons, the Court of Appeal of Ghana reaffirmed that the principle that no person should be subjected to unlawful detention or unjust treatment at the hands of the state. The court held that the exercise of the state authority must be guided by fairness, legally and due process. Any deviation from the principle amounts to an abuse of power and violation of the rights of the individual. Mr. Speaker, the House must use this opportunity to reinstate our collective responsibility to ensure no public official, whether current or former, is unfairly targeted or subjected to actions that undermine the legal right. Let us be clear. The pursuit of justice must always be balanced with respect for the process, and any deviation from the principle can have far-fetching consequences on our democracy. Mr. Speaker, we must stand united in our resolve to protect the integrity of our legal institution and to ensure that every individual is treated fairly under the law. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I reinstate my call for accountability and transparency. The actions by government are deeply troubling, and they must be addressed with agency. We owe it to our citizens and to the legal nation commitment to justice to ensure that such abuses of are not repeated. Mr. Speaker, I urge my fellow members of parliament to join me in condemning the actions of government and authorities, and no current or formal appointee of any government should go through such ordeal. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.